Good morning. It's Saturday morning, about 6:10 a.m. I've been here since 5, doing this, trying to get you the best content I can. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We're working on third shot drops today. Here we go. 1984, there was a movie came out called The Karate Kid. In that movie, Daniel wanted to learn karate. He asked Mr. Miyagi to teach him. Miyagi says, sure. I need you to do a couple things for me first, though. Daniel says, okay. Miyagi says, I need you to wax my car. Daniel starts waxing the car. Miyagi comes up, no, that's not how you do it. Here's how you put the wax on. Here's how you take the wax off. Daniel finishes, says, let's go do karate. Miyagi says, nope, need you to sand my floor first for me. Miyagi had a wooden floor. Daniel starts sanding. Miyagi says, nope, that's not how you do it. Shows him how. Daniel finishes sanding the floor. Let's do karate. Miyagi says, nope, need you to paint the fence for me. Daniel starts painting. Miyagi goes, no, that's not how you do it. Here's how you lift the brush up. Here's how you bring the brush down when you paint. Daniel does that, finishes, and he's a little bit upset, goes to Miyagi and says, I came to learn karate. I did not come to do all your chores for free. Miyagi says, you know karate. Daniel says, no, I don't. Miyagi says, show me paint the fence. Daniel does and blocks all of Miyagi's attacks. Show me wax on, wax off. Daniel does and blocks all of Miyagi's attacks. Show me sand the floor, same thing. What Daniel did not understand and did not connect the dots, as while he was doing all those chores, he was learning the techniques for karate. So you may be wondering why this video is about third shot drops, but I'm sitting here dinking these balls in the kitchen is because this is wax on, wax off. This is paint the fence. If Mr. Miyagi was here teaching you how to do third shot drops, this is where you would start. This is the fundamental for that third shot drop. If you can do this well, you just have to hit the ball a little bit harder. If you're further back on the court, if you're in no man's land, if you're back on that baseline, if you can't do this well, you're going to struggle with your third shot drops. These are all drop shots. Whichever number you put in front of that, third, fifth, seventh, whatever. If you can't do this well, you're going to struggle from further away. Now, you've probably been told that as this ball comes to you on your forehand side, during the game, you should put this ball back across court. And that's not a bad thing to do. It's safe because if I hit this ball up too high, they can't attack it because I can't reach it if I'm going cross court. I don't disagree with that. But then ask yourself the question, why, if the majority of these go cross court for you, are you doing that? Is it because somebody's told you to do that? Or is it because you're afraid that if you go straight across like I just did there, you'll dump it in the net or give them a high ball that they can attack? So if it's the second of those two, then you need to practice this more. Specifically, if you want to have a third shot drop or any kind of a drop shot, you need to be proficient at doing this. Otherwise, your drop shot's not going to go well. Now, the added benefit of this is this shot right here is one I can actually use in the game. If I've got a right-handed opponent, that's their backhand side. If I can take this ball and just sit here all day and put this on their backhand side, and yes, I will miss some of these, but if I have enough confidence, I'm not going to dump many of these in the net, and not many of these I'm going to give them a high ball that they can attack. Then if I can put this ball on their backhand side, I'm more likely to get a bad shot out of them that I can attack or force them into a mistake. So I can do this on this right-hand side of the court. If I'm on the left-hand side of the court, I can do this to my opponent straight across from me as well. You need to be able to do this well, do this consistently, do this all day, and maybe not do so many cross-court shots on your forehand side. If I can do this on my opponent's backhand side, that's good. If I can put it right on that kitchen line or on that towel, then I force them to decide whether they want to take this ball out of the air or whether they want to back up and hit this ball and give me a weaker backhand. So I want to put this ball right on that towel or right on that kitchen line and have them make that decision. If I drop this ball in too short, it just bounces up and I make their decision for them and give them an easier ball to hit. Now I've got a different video called 120 forehand dinks in 240 seconds In that video, I go through all of my shot mechanics here, what everything is doing on my body to let me try and be as consistent as I can be and put these balls over there so they don't go in the net and they don't go too high, and put them on my backhand of my opponent. You need to go watch that video. Think of that as part 2 to this video. I'll put the link to that video in the description box below. Go watch that if you haven't already. If Mr. Miyagi was here teaching you third shot drops, he'd have you stand here and do this basket after basket after basket until you're proficient and you're comfortable with this shot straight across, because that's exactly what that third shot drop is, or that 5th shot or 7th shot drop, whatever number you want on there. We need to be able to do this and do this in the game and be confident that we're not going to make the mistake, that we can do this all day and outlast our opponent. Keep putting this ball on our backhand side. That's about as hard as I can work for you. If you have not subscribed already, I would appreciate it if you did. Thank you.